I cannot like record my phone screen and stuff like that. So this is going to be a lot of like hopefully showing and hopefully you seeing it on here. But tonight I really just want to go over the milkshake accounts or really any account. I'm just going to show you guys milkshake, whatever works for you, works for you. This is just what I found works for me. And then I'm also going to go over the forms because I know that a lot of you guys had questions on the forms for the hair care, skincare, business and stuff. So I want to go over that as well because it's actually really simple. I just feel like you guys got to kind of see it in order to understand how it works. This is honestly so straightforward. I don't even have notes for this call. Like I'm just going to run through this with you guys. So let's start off. Do you guys want me to start off with the milkshake accounts that you guys can get that set up and then we can go into the forms? You guys can nod if I see you. Yeah, that works. Okay. All right. So starting with the milkshake account, I had all you guys download it. If you guys are watching this back, you're just going to download the milkshake app. It is only available on your mobile device. It's not available on your desktop. So go into that. Obviously, mine is already set up, so it's going to be a little bit different. But the one thing that I love about Milkshake the most is the personalization. So it's not like you can give it all the bells and whistles. Like I work for a graphic design agency. Like I know how in depth you guys can get, with apps and websites and stuff. But this is for the purpose of what it is, super simple. And I like to, follow the Jade. Are you trying to show me something, babe? You're muted.
I was just trying to show them what it should look like. So once you like pick your URL, because yours is already set up like this, right?
Yep. So you
So you
get to
just go
pick
through and you just do all this stuff.
Yep, exactly. So, however, you guys, so the thing that's cool about it is depending on what you do, it even says YouTube on the bottom. Like, if you guys are like, I know for Jade, like she used to do like the like to know it and stuff like that. Like you can always add things to your profile, or add things to your milkshake that you have on your profile. So if you are, doing influencer marketing outside of Monat, I know a couple of you guys do other businesses and stuff, or you do like to know it, where you add in, recommendations. Like I just updated my milkshake to reflect more so what my business is now, because what my business is now versus when I started is completely different. I used to do all of my recommendations and go in and try to, change as much as I could regularly. And it just got to the point where I can't afford to do that anymore. I don't have the time to do that. I'd rather give it elsewhere. But if you guys are already going in and doing your like to know it or doing your affiliate marketing, whatever else you're doing, this is a good place to also add that. So it's nice to kind of have the best of both worlds with it. The best advice I can give you with regards to your milkshake after you set it up is try to think about what's going to grab people's attention first. My thing used to be like my about me, and then I would have some links, and then I would have a work with me form, and then I would have all of my, link recommendations. And it just got to the point where I was like, people aren't looking at this, right? First of all, the first thing that they see, truthfully, shouldn't be my about me. That's my profile, right? When they go to my profile and they go to my website, I want them to instantly be hit with how I can help them. Right. So all of my links are on there. That's going to be my hair care, my hair consults, my skin consult, and my work with me forms. Right. So you can still have your about me and stuff, but I would put that as more secondary. I know that kind of seems, a little bit backwards, but again, your profile itself should really be your about me. If you want to go deep into it, which I do, I'm very big into that personal aspect with my business. Like I very much so thrive off of trust with my clients. I'm very personable. So I want them to see that as well. But again, I would highly suggest putting your links. Now, the reason why we're going to get into the forms is because the links need to go somewhere. So I want to go over the links and stuff for the forms with you guys tonight as well. And those are really, really simple. They take a little bit of time to finesse, but I want to show you guys what my forms look like so you can get an idea of the questions to ask. Okay. And then I either later this week or next week want to do a product knowledge call, which can pull into that. So those questions you guys can have affiliated with those forms that you're doing. So Jade, can you put up your phone again, babe, to show what it looks like, just so they can see?
Yeah, because now I'm trying to figure, I mean, even this is confusing to me. So I think I'm on the part where it like asks you to choose like a layout or
Yep. So with regards to the
But
layout,
then
sorry, go ahead. Yeah, so
it's
you
okay. Like once you
enter the
click it,
layout you
this is
want.
where I'm like,
Yeah, you have to play with it. So once you click on it, I recommend filling out all that information. So put your about, put the subheading, whatever you want to do. Again, I would do personally, the first section again would be your links. So think about how you would want that to go. So I'm going to show you guys what mine looks like to see. Hopefully you guys can see this. I'm going to show you.
yeah, because when you pull it up, what would you put? Like it says about.
You're kind
So
of going
then underneath it, the first thing says OAM.
Yeah.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. You just keep going in and out. You're a bit delayed.
I turned my Wi-Fi off. So it says like card heading.
Okay. I can't see you now, just so you know if you're showing me something. There we go.
I'm just going to stay muted. I was just saying it says card heading and subheading and then card description. And that's on every layout that you choose.
Card?
Yeah, it says card heading.
What are you on? Brett,
Yeah,
can you
her
unmute me?
screen?
Let me see. Hold on. Card heading. So I think that's just your head, like it's called a card is my assumption for that then. Like each one of those, they're technically a card. What you would think is like a slide or what do I have on here? Like page, they're just calling it a card. So it's going to be your heading, your subheading. So this is why I want to show you guys what I have here. So for example, again, every layout is different. I have my information in here. I can keep all this information and hit, I think it's like shuffle or something like that. And it'll change all of these in with regards to this. So this is mine. You've got my picture. This is my heading. Okay. This is my subheading. And then there's like a little description. Does that make sense now? So it's kind of like whatever you want your heading to be. Is this also backwards for you guys? Sorry. But whatever you want your heading to be, that's going to be the main thing with regards to what that card is or that page is. So for me, again, the first one I have is my links. So I just picked a cute little saying. I said, small changes eventually add up to big results, kind of like get your shit together. Like, let's make some small changes here to your routine. And then I put whether my subheading was whether you're into hair, skin, or wellness, I've got you. And then my description is what those things are. So I have fill out a form below to see what products or system would work best for your body and routine. They're all personalized to you, so don't be shy on the details, right? It's just a simple progression. So what exactly is this page, or what cute thing do you want to put in to really grab their attention? Then the next thing is maybe, again, another cute blurb, like whatever feels like you. If you want to be a bit more technical with it, or you want to be a bit silly with it. And then I would just always put the description as what exactly they need to do, right? And then after those descriptions, I have all of my links. Okay, so these are my links that I have on my page, and then I have my socials at the bottom. Okay, so my first is my hair consultation, then my skin consultation, work with me, and then the last one just says my story on the next page. Okay, so you go over to the next page, and that's mine. Okay, so it's got all this stuff on the top, and then I have, and then I have all of my like about me, right? Just filler stuff. If somebody wants to know more about me, they can see it, but that's not the first thing they have to see, because I feel like some people are very not tech savvy and they're going to open that and be like, oh, this is all this is. Like, they're not even going to know your links are there. So try to put your links front and center, and then add what you want. Again, I could go in and let me go to the Milkshake app itself. Once it's created in the Milkshake app, I'm going to put this way because I can like barely see. Once you're in the Milkshake app, you can see it's a little bit different. If I'm going into edit, like I can't move up and move down. I have to go in and edit these pages, right? So you can edit, you can customize, so on and so forth. So what you're going to want to do whenever you make these pages, like I said, I think the best thing to start off with is start with what you want to put on that page. Don't worry about how it looks right away. Worry about the content. And then you can go in. So for example, I'm just going to go into here. what do I have to hit? Customize. There we go. Okay. So if I'm in the back, I've put in all my information. I've put in my heading, I've put in my picture, so on and so forth, right? I hit those 3 little dots on the bottom, if you can see that, or the side, I should say. And then I'm going to hit edit is for your content itself. Okay. And then customize is for the layout. So I'm going to hit customize. And can you see on the bottom here where it says shake it up? So I can literally go in, let me make sure I'm hitting this, and shake it up. And it's keeping all the content, but it's changing how it looks, right? And obviously, depending on the content, changes the picture or changes the font, or you know what I mean? You can still go in and slightly edit this, but not a whole bunch. So try to find a layout that works for you. And so you can see, right? I'm just gonna, if I don't like it, you have to hit publish to save any changes. So don't forget to do that. But I'm just gonna X out right now and discard that. So that's basically, like I said, it's very simple. Just put the information in and then it'll let you kind of go through everything and see what you want to do with regards to layouts and stuff. So it's really just about messing around with it, seeing what works for you, but it really is simple. You just have to figure out the user interface for it. If you guys really want to get a little bit techie with it, I personally love Canva. I pay for Canva Pro. I make most of my content on Canva. Again, I work for a graphic design agency. Like, I know I'm a little bit more advanced with that. But it's really like user friendly in my opinion. So with regards to like the pictures, like this is a circular picture, right? Like I'm not just going to upload a picture and expect for it to perfectly match it. Like you've got to go in and edit. So what I did was I went into Canva, I found a circle sticker layout and stuck my picture in there. And I'm like, okay, how is this going to look? Instead of messing around with it in my photos, like Canva really is so phenomenal for your content. But even for things like this, like I used to have a little like almost circular logo in here that also really worked. So whatever you guys want to do, play around with it. Again, just make it you. But I would just say to really take time with this. You even have insights for this, if you guys can see that. The insights just show you like what your page, like what traction your page was getting. So I just have been updating this last like week and a half. I really didn't give that much to my website until recently. And I was realizing the insights for my first page were a lot higher than my second page. And my first page is my about me. And I'm like, that's all fine and dandy, but I want people to buy. Like my Instagram is my about me. So that's why I'm saying, I think your first page, your landing page needs to be the moneymaker for you. And again, however you want to do that, you guys can word things differently. You can put different forms on there. And that's pretty much it. So I wish I had more for you guys with that, but truthfully, you just have to go in and play with it. It populates a lot for you. Like I said, if you hit the shake it up, like it literally edits it all for you. It's just about figuring out the content that you want to put in, whatever wording you want to use, the verbiage you want to use. But if you guys have any questions on that, like if you want to answer some right now, do you guys have questions? Because I'm going to move on to the forms, but I want to make sure everything's answered for Milkshake. Do you guys have specific questions? Just unmute yourself. Yes or no? No, we're good. Phenomenal. Okay, so I'm going to move on to the forms because this I personally think is.
Britt, I have one quick question.
Yes, of course.
So is it easy to figure out how to put your links actually in there? Once I'm just trying to figure it out in the car, but
yes.
Is it pretty user friendly? Just you type in your link to whatever.
Yep, exactly.
Okay.
I can actually show you right here. If I go to, is it edit or customize? Edit. So like Jade was showing you before, how you have like link, this, and that, like you can pick whatever you want to put on the page for it. Literally, it's as simple as hitting the little like pen button or pencil button. Do you see those? So if I were to click the pencil button for my hair consultation, literally link text, that's what's going to show, and then your link. It's so easy. Like I said, the hardest part about making websites is typically the layout, and Milkshake does all that for you. Honestly, the best thing I can say is just click everything. Click everything, see what you like, see what you don't like. You can move stuff around. You can move certain, like your social links up above certain things, like whatever it is, like just click buttons and you'll be able to find stuff. But it'll allow you to go in and create whatever sections you want to make on those specific pages. And then on top of that, like I said, the shake it up function just moves everything around and gives you a different layout for it. Okay, so it makes it really user friendly for people who obviously don't know how to make websites. So does anybody else have a question? And obviously, as you guys are making these, like, please ping me in WhatsApp. I have no problem walking you through it whatsoever. I just like, we don't have the time tonight for all of us to go through and make these one-on-one. But I want to be able to help you guys if you guys have any questions. But seriously, just play with those and see, you know, what works for you. And YouTube is amazing, guys. Honestly, like, I'm a YouTube junkie. Like, I on Google, like, I teach myself everything because I'm just OCD and need to have all the information at all the times. But honestly, like, they give you a step-by-step for everything. So if you have a question, even if I don't know the answer, like, seriously, check Google and they have FAQs for everything. Oop, I have something in the chat. Okay. Yeah, Britt, any questions you have, babe, just let me know. Okay, I'm gonna go into the forms now. I'm gonna see if I can share my screen. Jade, do you know if I can? Oh, I can share screen, maybe. Oh, it disabled participant screen sharing. I can't hear you, Bibs.
I think I can make you the host.
Yeah.
So now you're the host.
Okay.
And now you should be able to.
Yes. Okay. Oh, you can share your iPhone via a cable. Well, at least I know that for next time. What do you know? Okay, I'm gonna do, give me 1 second, guys. I'm gonna pull my screen up so that you guys can actually see my screen and go from there. Bear with me here, guys. Close that out. Anybody else have 1,000,001 screens open on their stuff at all times? Okay. Finder. This is like seriously not easy. Forms. Work for me here. Portion of screen. Hold on 1 sec, guys. If I can't, I can just walk you through this. Oh, that's gonna be a pain. Jade, can you make yourself the host 1 more second, babe? I might have to close this out and hop right back in. I'm sorry, guys. I just want it to be easier for you.
Okay, hang on. Let me see if I can.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay, give me 1 sec, guys.
Take your time.
Like I said, not techie, but I'm trying.
You're
Okay,
fine.
if you can make me a host 1 more time, I'm gonna try this. If it doesn't work, guys, I'm just gonna walk you through it.
Is it not letting you share the screen?
Oh, here we go. Nope, we're good. Yay. Okay. So I'm going to go onto that one. Can you guys see my?
Sweet. Yeah, that's
Yay. Okay. Can you see this Google Forms stuff? Yeah, it's on Forms right now. Awesome. Okay, so you guys can see I have hair consultation, let's work together, and skincare consultation. So these are my 3 forms. Literally type in Google Forms. It'll allow you to go in. You should have a Google account. Or if you don't, I don't know if it'll let you do it, but it's super easy to create one. And then you're just going to create forms from there. So because I already have a Google account, let's see if it'll just be like, you literally, you can just do start a new form, anything like that. I don't know exactly which template I used for this, or if I did at all. To be honest, I didn't. So literally you just go in, you title your form, you add your description, you put your questions in. It gives you sections that you can do. I'll show you exactly what mine do so you can understand what I'm saying when I mean like sections, moving on to the next one, what exactly the process is. This is responses right here is if somebody filled out the form. Okay. And then this is how you personalize everything. So you can customize your theme. Again, I get a little bit, OCD with it. So I like to personally go on to Google. These things are like killing me. Let me see if I can move those. I like to go into Google and type neutral hex colors. A hex color is just a color, right? And every single color on the planet has a hex number. Okay. So let's just say you like the vibe of these here. Okay. You can pick any of those numbers and that color will translate in the other screen. Okay. So let's just say the C1CCCA, this one right here. I would literally go into here and type in C1CCCA and then add. And literally there's the color. Okay. So if you guys like to really personalize this, you can definitely do that with. I'm going to show you my forms so you can see kind of what I have done. I'm going to remove that one. So I've gone in and added banners and stuff to all of mine just to kind of make them a little bit more aesthetically pleasing. This is my skincare consult. So what I did was I put a note of what countries were available in because I'm looking to really go ham on TikTok and I know that that is worldwide. And so I want people to know and not waste their time and then have me say, oh, sorry, like we're not even available in your country, whatever. So I have it noted what countries we are available in. And then once they go through that, it says right here, you see continue to next section. So whenever you're making the form, this will be the first thing that pops up for people. Once they acknowledge this, they just hit continue to next section. And then this is what pops up for them. Okay. So this is again, my skincare consultation. So I want you guys to see the questions that I have here because it's important. Your whole point of your form, guys, is for you to have something that allows you to work while you are not physically working. Right? These need to be the questions that you would ask somebody so that you can get that information to them as quickly as possible. Right? The girl the other day who said she has like 200, responses in her forms made me want to die. Cause for me, I'm like, that would take me so long to get through. But at the same time, like urgency is important. So you want to make sure with these forms that you're getting as much information from them as possible so that you can instantly just message them and be like, awesome, got all your information. This is what I would recommend. Right? So you want to be pretty thorough in what you're asking. So mine starts off with which best describes your skin. And then this is something you're going to notice when you're making the forms. There's going to be like multiple choice, check all that apply, short answer, understand that people are not just dry or oily or sensitive. You want them to be able to check whatever they want to check or whatever they can check. People might be combo, but they might also be sensitive. So be aware of that whenever you're creating your questions. Obviously, if you're gonna, like, let me see if I have any on here. Like, here we go. Like, what is your budget, right? So that's not going to be like a check all that apply. That's like, what's your budget? You know what I mean? That's going to be a multiple choice, click one only. So what I have, again, what best describes your skin? What are some concerns you have for your skin? So for skincare, this is huge. Like there's so much more than just acne or wrinkles, right? Realize I have wrinkles, hyperpigmentation, dark spots, acne, pore size, skin elasticity, scarring, eczema, rosacea, dullness, and then none, just want a general routine, right? I'm sure there's even more than that, but this is going to be the main chunk and it allows people to like almost upsell themselves. Like instead of just saying like, oh yeah, I just want better skin or, oh yeah, I just have acne. Like they'll look through and be like, oh crap, like I actually have pretty big pores, or oh my gosh, I suffer from eczema, right? And they'll be able to give you more information to be able to say to them, like, I think this routine would work best for you, right? So that's something that I would definitely suggest taking your time and putting together. And then I always like to know their budget, because I mean, regardless, I always try to send 2, sometimes even 3 carts. But you also like want to know to not overwhelm that person. If they say like $100 is their budget, try to send them, you know, things that really can make a difference with their skincare. Like, yes, I think everybody needs an oil, but I'm not going to try to sell the oil if I know they're only looking to spend $100. If I know their budget's 200 plus, I'm going to be like, oh my God, you have to get this oil along with your skincare, right? Like you kind of know the verbiage that you have to use with them. And then last is their contact info. I like to give people options because sometimes people are in different countries, or sometimes people aren't comfortable like just giving out their cell phone. So here I have, what's your IG handle or email address? And then if contact preference is by cell or WhatsApp, please write your number below, and realize the red asterisk means that it is required, which again, you can choose if you're going through and editing. So if I were to go through, oh, it's not going to do this, I have to go in and edit. But if I wanted to go through and change this and make it required, I can do that. So they literally cannot submit this form without telling me how to contact them. Okay, make sure you do this, because there will be people who will take the time to fill out a whole form and then just choose to not fill out their contact info. They're like, oh, I don't want to be contacted, you know, and it's just like, if you make it required, they've got to put it in. So that is my skincare consultation. That one's rather straightforward. And then if I go into my hair care consultation, I just I play around with this. I probably change this like every couple of months because I'm just indecisive. But again, customized hair care made for you. I know all the countries that we are available in. I get to the consultation. So again, once this is done, go to section 2. Okay, so you can choose where these go afterwards. This is all it's going to show for them whenever they start the form. Okay, it's not going to show everything like this. It will show this section. And then once they confirm this section, it goes to this section, so on and so forth. So however you want to set that up, you can. My hair care one goes a bit more in depth because I feel like hair is a bit more difficult to kind of nail down what people's needs are. So I said, which of the following best describes your natural hair pattern, straight, wavy, curly, or kinky? Which of the following best describes your natural hair texture, very fine, fine, medium, thick, very coarse? And then what is the current length of your hair? Short, bob length or shorter, medium, long, mid back or longer. Okay. And then what are the issues you're currently having with your hair? So realize I have multiple choice for these. Like your hair can't be short and also long, but your hair can be frizzy and also oily and also knotty. So again, just make sure you're paying attention whenever you're selecting, because the last thing you want is to spend time filling out a form and not realize that a client can only choose one of these. Okay. So again, listing out what I have for hair, I've got, what are the issues you're currently having with your hair? Frizz, heat damage, color damage, oily, dry, knotty, dull or lacking shine, breakage, growth, volume, dandruff, manageability, curl definition, split ends, just looking for a general hair routine, or just looking for supplemental hair products. I literally cover all my bases. Do you want a hair routine that just works best for you? Are you looking for specific stuff? Or are you just looking for supplemental hair products? Because guess what? I'm going to sell the shit out of the Rejuva beads and the Rejuvenique oil to you. You know what I mean? Like, I need to know what you're looking for in your routine to best serve you. And then, do you use heat on your hair? Yes or no? If your last answer was yes, what kind of heat? Like this one, I actually should honestly change because they could probably use both. What would you say best describes your roots? So realize this one actually is not required. You see the little asterisk is not down here. But then for something like this, like I need to know if you're oily or dry or if you're normal, right? There's certain things that we absolutely have to know in order to be able to give them a good consult. And then again, what's your budget? And then lastly, contact info. So again, IG handle or email address. And then if your contact preference is by cell or WhatsApp, again, because we are available in different countries, always try to add WhatsApp to this as well. And then please write your number below. Okay. sorry, I'm going through these quickly, guys, but we're recording it. So if you have to reference it back, just reference it and then you can pause it and look at the exact things that I have on there. And then I have a let's work together form. I made these, this was first of all from a leaders trip that I went on to Scottsdale. So it's like, I like adding stuff from stuff that I've done with the company, because it kind of gives a story to it. Like just try to, whenever it comes to, like the work together forms, like if you've got team photos, like I highly suggest going in and putting in team photos, like show the community or show something that you've been able to do within the company. Or if you're, you know, very big into family on your social, like put your family there if you want, like just make it you, but make it what your vibe is with the company. Again, same thing. Let's work together. These are what countries we're available in. And then screening and contact. So this is something that I like to do because I don't want to waste my time, but I also don't want to get somebody's hopes up. I can't even tell you how many times I've had like a 15 or 16-year-old reach out to me like, oh my God, I want to work at the company. And sis looks like she's 18 plus. And I get so excited. And then it's like, oh, you're not 18. So you want to make sure that you know this and you let them know that right off the bat. So are you 18 plus? Must be 18 or older. Their first and last name. This is again, because it's a work together form. This isn't just a hair or skin consult. Like you need more information. What is your IG handle or email? What's your cell phone or WhatsApp number? And then about you, I want them to tell me a bit about themselves. Like what country are you in? Are you currently working or in school? What made you interested in reaching out about this or caught your eye enough to inquire? Guess what? This is going to be their why. They might not say it, but if they're looking and they're like, oh, the community looks so good, or, you know, oh my gosh, I just like really love the whole, you know, idea of making money from social. Like, again, without telling you, they're telling you, I need money. I want a community. I need time. Right. So it's a quick little thing. I don't have it required because I don't know about you, but I hate when it's required to give short answer on any form that I do. But it is helpful if they do fill it out and they are honest. And then what are your monthly income goals with this, right? Are they looking, this can also help you be like a walker runner. I got to be honest, when I signed up, I was like, if I can make $500 a month, I'd be so happy. You know, and then I started making a lot of money and I was like, this is beyond my wildest dreams. I'm obsessed. I'm in love, and you become a lifer, right? But it's like, it just is a good idea to kind of realize how you can talk to them. Like if they say to you, oh, I want to make $10,000+ a month, you're like, all right, girl, well, we got to sprint. You know what I mean? Like there's no easing into it. It's like, you know, it's go time with them. And it's also a mindset thing. Like it's good to know right off the bat what kind of mindset somebody has with this. And then how would you like me to contact you? Right? IG, text, call. Again, remember I got all their information up here, but how they want to be. And then I have if local, coffee or brunch meetup, right? If you're local, I want to meet you. I want to see you face to face. A good tip, I always buy them coffee. That is something I like to do. It just builds good rapport, especially if you don't know them. So that's basically the forms, guys. Like I said, another one where I would love to walk you through and make them with you guys, but it just takes time. But it's not hard. It's really simple. Best thing I like to do is just keep it simple, stupid, the KISS method. Just really keep it simple, really just get the information that you absolutely need from them. These were so beefed up when I first made them. And I was like, so much of this information is just unnecessary. And it's like, people don't want to spend 10 minutes filling out a form, right? Make it simple, make it quick for them to go through. Remember this, like time is like the name of the game in this, you know? You want to get them in and out of the door as quickly as possible with regards to the information, and then follow up as quickly as possible. Okay. And then your responses, obviously, and then you've got settings. So this obviously isn't a quiz, but you can have your responses, like how are they collected, protected, where are they going to? So you can collect email addresses. You can send a copy of their responses to them if you want. You can allow response editing and stuff. You can even limit it to one response, which you probably should, but it doesn't really matter. And then you've got like your defaults and stuff, which you can play around with. I see some questions in here. Let me just make sure. Do you have an email just for work things? I do now, because I used to be a market partner and I had an email address associated. So when I re-signed back up, I just decided to make a Monat email. But you absolutely don't have to. I operated my business perfectly fine with my regular email previously. But I do like it whenever I kind of get inundated with things. I like to just have my Monat email. But to be honest, you should be staying on top of everything that comes through anyway. So either one completely works. The quiz answers, like I said, you can choose where they go. And then can we see? Yeah, absolutely. You can use my same questions. Absolutely. That's why I wanted to show you guys. I was like hoping I could share my screen so you could reference them. But like I said, it's just getting as much of the necessary information as needed, and not giving a whole bunch of information. You guys realize, like, I didn't say, oh, this is Monat. Oh, this is this can allow you to do X, Y, Z. Like, you want them to just give you the answers, right? And so you can give them just enough so that they come asking for more, right? You want them to DM you. You want them to start a conversation with you. And people like answering questions. Like, if you don't realize, people like talking about themselves. So going in and saying, even if it's just their problems, like, people are excited, like, oh my gosh, yeah, this is about me, so that's kind of the whole idea of this. And that's just kind of the approach that I've taken, and it's worked. So that is pretty much it, guys. I hope that's helpful. Like I said, if you guys want to do the banners and stuff, here we go. The theme options. You can choose what your header is if you want to change this. Now, again, it's about formatting. So this is, again, why I like Canva. You can go in and choose the format exactly that you want on there, and you can choose header, and it will allow you to format the pictures or picture to fit within that form. Because if I were to put a photo in here, like, my face would be like right here, like it would be completely zoomed out, not formatted to it. So that would be my recommendation for that. And we can actually preview this. So if I were to come onto here, realize, again, it shows that's my next. It shows you what's required. Screening and context, we can chat further. This is what they see. They answer all of those, and then realize they can't hit forward until they answer the required sections. Does that make sense? So you choose what's required from them. But that is pretty much it. This thing is like blocking everything. Okay. But that's pretty much it, guys. It's, like I said, it's really straightforward. And then once you're done, oh, let me tell you guys how to do this really quick. Once you are done, which one is it? Import questions. Here we go. Get pre-filled link. I'm almost positive this is going to be the thing. Maybe not. I might have to reteach myself how to get the link for this, guys. Oh, is it send? There we go. I lied. It's just send. So hit send afterwards, and then go to this little link. Okay. And then you just copy this link into your Milkshake. Okay. So whenever you're linking your quizzes, that's how you would do that. All right. I don't know. You could probably, yeah, you can shorten the URL, whatever you want to do. It doesn't matter. But that's how you're going to connect them. All right. I'm going to stop sharing. Do you guys have any questions for me? I know that was a lot at one time. Again, I hope it was straightforward.
That was seriously so helpful. And the other thing, like she said, we recorded it. So go back and, like, while you have your app open, because this whole time she's been saying I took notes and, like, I've been playing with it. So open up your app and watch it back and pause it so that you guys can do this. Because I think it's a huge deal to have, what do you call it? Like a call to action, like my links in my bio, my quizzes in my bio, when you're on your story, it just gives you something else to say. So I'm definitely going to do this. I'm so excited. That was such a good call. Thank you.
You are so welcome. And Marissa, yes, I'm not sure. I don't think I have it go to my email. I just kind of check mine on a regular basis. But I'm sure that you could. Again, Google it. It 100%. It's a Google form. So I'm sure any question you have on Google form, there will be 1,000,001 answers for it. And they're always updating stuff, so definitely check that out. But I'm sure you can have it send it to your email. That would be the smartest thing. Anybody else have any questions before we hop off? Again, I'm always available in the WhatsApp chat, but if you want me to, like, walk through something, or you have a specific question, if you've been playing around with it while we've been on this call and you're stuck on something, if you have the question, more people, I'm sure, are going to have the question. No? All right, guys. Well, thank you so much for your time, and I'll let you guys know when I can get the product knowledge call all set up for you guys, okay? Thanks, guys. Have a good night. Bye.